everybody, and welcome back to This Is the Police. The Freeburg Tribune says, theater director, we need fresh faces and voices. Drug addiction in the city increased by 38%. I think we've seen that one already. And Freeburg chess master reaches World Cup. Everybody's happy with us. Oh, we got some story.
Mr. Boyd, this is for you.
That's right, we were trying to find Linda.
That's it?
What's it?
This is from our guy?
What?
It's from the private detective?
What? Oh, no. No, Mr. Boyd. It's from an Agent Dixon.
Fine.
It's a bomb.
I'm sorry I couldn't swing by before I left, but I'll definitely be back to celebrate your retirement, Ethan.
Oh, is that the super cop?
Bobby Flash.
Yeah, Bobby
Diamonds
Flash.
and Thieves. Bobby Flash and the Card Shop. Bobby Flash and the Cats Club. Bobby Flash and the Temptations. Ah, that's what I need.
Alright, yeah, you can go home. The last few months I've been taking antidepressants 3 times a day, but today I ran out of my prescription. The pharmacy said they're getting more in tomorrow, but I'm afraid without the pills I'm not up to much good. My thought keeps digging up to all kinds of disturbing thoughts. Can I go home? Come tomorrow. Yeah, alright, you're old. No! No! Florida! Good lord, Florida. Do we have anything that's cheap? String quartet I'm not a fan of. No, nothing that's cheap, so we'll just stick with what we've got. Alright, state 84. Oh, what the hell is this? Jack, I just had a very pleasant conversation with Mr. Devlin. He was incredibly flattering about your work and donated a large sum of money to satisfy the needs of the police department. It's enough to expand your staff by 5, or rather, 2 people. Keep up the good work. Bastard. Mr. Boyd, I'm Ron Atticus. We haven't yet had the pleasure, but I'm sure you've passed by my lovely skyscraper from time to time. It's a wonderful building, and I'd like to expand the surrounding territory. I've received all the necessary documents for the demolition from a small neighboring park. The crew is standing by, but as always, the rabble are causing a lot of problems. Ladies with strollers and dog lovers claiming that they use the park every day. I wouldn't want you to take me in for accidentally burying one of the protesters under a layer of concrete. If you can send some men to break these bumps up, I would be extremely grateful. Sure, we'll send our 5 worst. Oh my god, I need so many! Alright, we have the same number of cops on both ends, so we'll just hire 1 for each. Ship day, ship B. And there's a massive fight, great. A lunatic named Dorothy Townsend snuck out of her room again and broke into the seclusion area we have for violent criminals. She had hoped to escape with her husband, who's also a patient. This was a report we received from Carl Carter, a doctor at the psychiatric hospital. The woman raised a fuss among the other patients. The nurses are being beaten while the hospital is wrecked. They've locked themselves in and they're driving each other wild. Several nurses have barricaded themselves inside, but we have to get to them soon. Please hurry. I mean, Florida and McCoy, yeah, sorry. That's real unfortunate. Blame Atticus. A witness says that a dark sedan abruptly stopped in the middle of the street. A man with a pistol jumped out and began firing through the window of a restaurant. The caller thought it seemed like someone was firing back, but he wasn't sure. Just as I thought, Mr. Boyd, we make a great team. With my resources and your abilities, we could work wonders together. I'll be glad to provide you with any services I can for a modest fee. It's the least I can do. 12 grand! Damn it! Guess it makes sense that civilians were killed, though. I don't have any. Oh, shit. I don't have anybody, I'm sorry. But you didn't need them. Alright, we need to take somebody off of... Delozer. Oh no, Delozer is, at home right now. Armstrong. Put Leckett onto that. 6-year-old Alex went to the playground in the park with her father and disappeared in broad daylight. But the good news is we're getting really good at, like, whittling down our cases.
910 in progress. 711 in progress.
Jack, you got into our business when you opened an investigation regarding abduction. It would be better for both of us if the whole thing is settled by 2:52, or 13:52. Hopefully... my husband and I divorced, and he's suing for full custody of Alex. My lawyer says his chances are 0, but I think he knows it too. Now it looks like he decided not to wait for the courts. Just takes what he wants like alcoholics always do. How could he do this to his own daughter? He must have used one of his cronies to grab her. They're always hitting the bottle, ready for trouble. Him and his whole family are a bunch of drunks in a bunch of trouble. First, I've been sober as a judge for a month now. I go to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings all the time. Second, I only let Alex out of my sight for a second. It was Timothy Gallagher came up. He's great. We talked for a second while my daughter was playing by the hill. When I turned to check on her, she was nowhere, completely gone. I think it's Gladys who made off with her. She's always trying to set the judge against me. Says I'm unfit to be a father. Yeah, I saw Gordon and his daughter at the park. We just talked for a moment. He was going to walk with her down the hill, but I shook his hand and left. I was handing out leaflets in the park. I noticed two men drinking whiskey straight from the bottle, sitting on a bench near a roller coaster. I saw a girl in a blue dress. She was playing near the hill, and then she bent down to pick up something from the ground. Then an elderly woman walked up and took the girl by the hand and walked away. The woman walked like she was dizzy. I didn't see anything suspicious. A drunk driver hit a trash can in the parking lot, left some light paint behind, and drove off like nothing happened. A teller knows 3 hooded men enter the bank carrying sports bags. The frightened teller whispered into the phone, "Hurry up, I think they're trying to rob us. Why else would they be carrying those bags?" Alright, I have doubts that this is real. Dennis Chapman reported that his neighbor, Marlon Plouffe, is holding 2 young girls against their will in his bomb shelter. The old fool's absolutely out of his gourd. He's convinced that the aliens are coming any day now to destroy us, and he's preparing for the coming disaster. He built a bomb shelter, filled it with food, and somehow got those 2 girls down there. I hear them crying and wanted to help. But Plouffe threatened me with his shotgun, said not to intervene in his affairs. Mr. Chapman also explained that the suspect needed women to repopulate the earth after the disaster. Okay. I do have that one case archived. I don't really want to archive that. Mostly because it's a little girl.
214 in progress.
There's an old woman called in to complain about a transvestite. There's a man in a skirt running around in broad daylight. Has he no shame? He's causing quite a stir at the park, strutting around right in front of children. Man, it's not a transvestite, but a Scotsman out for a walk in his nation's traditional outfit. Near the bomb shelter is a man with shifty eyes wringing his hands. "Go away, vile aliens, you'll never get me and my wives." "Sir, you have to help us save the world. The president is waiting for you."
711
Excellent.
412A in progress.
The man had just returned from the gym and was stopping at the bank to take out some cash. Senior writer Ivan Bykov attacked a young editor who was reading his manuscript. The madman tried to strangle him. I mean, what would happen if we opened this back up? Would Sans get mad at us? Let's wait for another day, because he's gonna get mad at us today for not dropping that case. The little girl case. Several witnesses reported that a naked man is riding a motorcycle through the city. He's carrying a pistol and shooting into the air while laughing hysterically. He's very wild and dangerous. He almost knocked over a girl who was crossing the road. Then he took aim at her and tried to shoot her. Good lord, the crazies are out today. Oh, it's probably because we didn't do this. All the crazies escaped.
713 in progress.
A pizza delivery man picked up an order this morning and didn't return for the rest of the day. The manager says their couriers have been attacked and robbed a few times. The missing person is Robert Derry, who's well known for his carelessness. He's also nearly been fired for absenteeism. Yeah, I think he's probably just fucked off. Bykov is on top of the editor, strangling him. Mr. Bykov, I have a question about one of your novels. At the end of Holy Rainbow, why does Oblomov sell his house? Take the heaviest book off the table and hit the writer with it. Give him a dose of pepper spray. Yeah, let's do that.
412A.
Yeah, distract him. Use their weaknesses against them.
I was trying to raise 10 water
Alright,
gardens.
send some people. I don't know what we're sending them to, but we're sending them somewhere.
In progress. 713 214 complete.
Mr. Derry met some girls at the beach and decided to stay and party with them. Yep. Oh, that was the guy, the naked guy on the motorcycle. A tipsy bar visitor reported that the bartender tried to sell him a gun. Basically, I was just sitting there drinking and complaining to my wife, about my wife, who's insisting on a divorce. Bitch threatened to take away my children, says I'm a drunk bastard and I don't appreciate her. So I tell all this to the bartender and he listened and nodded. Then he said, my friend, you gotta teach that bitch a lesson. Come on, I have exactly what you need in the back. So basically, I follow him and he's got a bunch of guns. Pick one. He says, I'll give it to you cheap. But I said I'll think about it and then I gave you guys a call. Okay, we'll wait for somebody else to come back. It's probably about the last thing of the night, so we'll send... no, we'll just send 3, because knowing my luck, something big will pop up right now.
415 in progress.
A passerby says there's a group of sports cars racing down the roads at insane speeds. They'll kill anyone who gets in their way. These guys won't stop for nothing. Alright. Got some new frames on this. The drunk driver, so... She was playing... Wait. That's a bear. No, she doesn't have a bear, she has a doll. But a drunk driver did hit the paint and drive away. And we got some new frames for this. Alright, so he mounts his favorite horse. Or maybe he leaves on his horse. Oh, is that horse manure? Is that what that is? Alright, travels everywhere on his favorite horse, Snow White. Never leaves his house without a gun. He prefers to beat his debtors with a large whip and then finish off his victims with a shank. Heard the sound of breaking glass. So maybe he whips the glass and then he whips the guy. And then he leaves. Wait, that was it? Oh shit, okay. No new frames for that. No new frames for that. Alright.
We've got a situation here.
The bar is crowded and smoky, and there's a skinny guy lying on the floor. The bartender is wiping the counter with a dirty rag. Ask the bartender to show you the back. The Bartender drops his rag and puts his hand under the bar. The skinny guy on the floor starts to vomit. Keep your hands where I can see him.
11:13.
Excellent. Sell that. And we got another sand.
4:15.
Good job, guys. Ship B is really shaping up. Yes, we got another sand. Hell yes. Mo, my god, you're amazing. Orson sand we gotta save. Alright, Bigfoot Athletic Shoe Store organizes charity marathon. Expert, municipal reports toilets need major repairs. Municipal public toilets report major repairs. Number of buses increased on all routes. Yeah, public transportation. No! Drank too much. Yeah. Too tired. Yeah, Stovall, you can go. Ooh, you know what? Beasley has been on the force for a while. Whiskey tinged. Jesus, already. 4 men flagged down a truck outside the diner, then pulled the truck's driver out of the cab. The diner's cook called it in. Now they're searching the trucks, and one of the men is carrying an axe. Oh, shit. Alright. Sterling, head on out there with McNally and Rocha. Start to investigate Orson Sand. I don't have a lead detective. Can we pull... Awesome. We're gonna pull Newberry, because Newberry is fucking great. We'll put Mole on this. Orson Sand kidnapped businessman Timothy Wayne. We've received a complaint from some students who say their new physical education teacher is extorting money from them for grades. Alright, Team Spectacle. We got a lot of people with glasses here. Alright, we'll send them out. Alright, got that, and we got a shoe. Alright. Orson Sand runs a protection racket in Freeburg and solves all sorts of problems for the Sand family. No restaurant in the city does his business without him knowing about it. Timothy Wayne owns the Hell on Wheels car dealership. He doesn't like to waste away in the back office and prefers to meet clients and make sales in the showroom. Wayne secretly began to work for Varga shortly after he came to town. Sand found out about it and decided to make a vivid example of Timothy Wayne in case anyone else had any ideas of going against the family. Orson Sand and his 2 accomplices drove to the Hell on Wheels car dealership in a red emergency vehicle. Orson Sand doesn't use weapons, he's a very athletic man and can do whatever he needs with his bare hands. Timothy Wayne's shoes were found on the sidewalk near the showroom entrance. Apparently, he resisted when the kidnappers dragged him to the car. Oh my god, a lot happened all at once. Unlawful assembly. Drivers gathered in the City Hall parking lot protesting against the recent increase in vehicle tax. According to one eyewitness, they set fire to several tires, but otherwise they're behaving fairly well. Right? Christ, guys, come on. Take Everett's with you, I guess. The police arrive at the gym during recess and the teacher spots him and tries to escape. But the other exit is chained shut and the windows are secured with thick steel screens. Calm down, we just want to talk. In panic, the teacher quickly climbs the rope to the ceiling of the gym. I can't wait, my shift just started.
912 complete.
Fischbach and Pongdana. An elderly homeless man was found urinating on the walls of the cathedral. One of the parishioners who found him grew furious. He threw the old man to the ground and beat the bottoms of his feet, shouting, "You're an animal! You don't deserve to walk his earth!" We have something going down to the port today at 2100. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 3,000 would be enough for just such a request.
910 complete.
Excellent, good job, guys. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but we don't have anybody else. But you didn't need them, so good job.
910 in progress.
Ah, alright. A man called in an emergency, whispering hysterically. He said he's sitting in the kitchen and Mephistopheles is coming over for a drink. It's the goddamn devil. Come get him. I thought we had an understanding, but your lack of respect is making me think otherwise. Remember, we don't treat our enemies with kid gloves. Don't make the mistake again. Is that probably because I didn't do the thing? Probably. I don't have people.
412A.
Good job, guys! Tony Bingham, a broker, spoke quickly on the phone. I just brushed up against some asshole in a blue baseball cap out on the street when he came up behind me, jabbed me in the back with a gun, took my wallet, my watch, and my gold ring. When I was looking for a payphone to call the police, I saw him again. He's 10 yards away. I'm looking right at him.
In progress.
Veteran Daniel Crockett claims that his neighbor, a student, is constantly taking shits on his front porch. Look, he's nearly plastered every step. This has to stop. We're sending Sterling out to that because Sterling always misses work. An official from the mayor's office will be visiting a bookstore today to present his biography, The Great Big Man's Business. It's necessary to ensure his safety. And Sterling can take the shitty jobs. The drunk man confuses regular drinking companion with the devil. I think he's on a bit more than just alcohol. There's a few people in the street, 2 of them wearing baseball caps. Grab the black man in the baseball cap, seize the man in the blue baseball cap. Is he pissing on the wall? The suspect strikes a police officer and reaches for his gun. Grab a passerby and use her the human shield. Taser him.
910 complete.
The actual culprits were a couple of stray dogs.
412A in progress.
Enraged by the latest wave of cuts at the plant, Adair Oritz attacked his boss and beat him severely. His co-workers are afraid Mr. Ortiz has really snapped and called the police. One husky ironworker said this: "We always had problems with Ada. He gets angry a lot, but this time it's different. His eyes are bloodshot and he's growling like a wild beast, and he's about to throw the boss into a vat of molten metal." Yeah, let's send some people to that. A witness saw several cars in the port surrounded by dozens of armed men. They're unloading something suspicious from a container. Let's send SWAT to that, why not? Adair Ortiz is standing over a vat of molten metal. He's wearing a protective suit and holding his unconscious boss by the throat, screaming like a wild man. Bring the suspect to his senses with a warning shot. Push the suspect and the victim away from the vat. Shoot the suspect. Push them away from the vat. Great. And while you were out there, you could have gone to the port, but that's fine. Oh, fuck. The port is the thing that Sand wanted me to not do. Great. We received an anonymous tip that a local car dealership is being used to smuggle heroin. According to the anonymous source, the drugs are hidden in a spare tire. You'll see. Okay. Can I stop this? Can I put a stop to this? Damn it. Damn it!
11-11-8.
Yeah, I know, Sand. I know, Sand. I'm sorry. I forgot. I forget these because you tell me these things. Here, sell your own heroin again. Here, have it back. I'm sorry. I forget these things because you tell me them like 8 hours in advance. I have a very busy day, Sand. Alright, so this emergency thing, and then he comes out, and then they drag him away, and okay, that's it. Oh, I got a new frame. It's not this. It's not this either. No, it's not that. Okay. What's the investigation? Arson's the one that... I thought it was a Molotov. But he's not in today, so we'll get it tomorrow.
11-11-8.
Phony tip came from some competitors who were hoping to harm the car dealership's reputation. I'm sorry, Sand. I pissed Sand off twice in one day. But he's still good with me, evidently. Alright, Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena hosts Stalin's doubles competition. City Hall cuts prison funding. Stuntman killed filming Bloody Shirt 5. No, not Bloody Shirt 5. Gorshkov. My son was in a car accident. Yeah, go. No, Sterling. Sure, Middleton. No, McCoy. God damn it. People are the fucking worst. Sweet. Alright, so we got 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 8. Alright, so this one's going on shift B. Alright, Moody. Shift B, you're in.
910C in progress.
Alright, we're gonna get McNamara Jr. We'll look at Leslie King. Holy shit. Actually, who needs it? We have equal numbers, so we'll hire you for A. No, actually, we're gonna hire you for B because you have really good professionalism and all these people keep calling out. 3 drunk women entered an all-night store, grabbed a drink of Diet Coke, and when the shopkeeper walked into the back of the room, they climbed behind the counter, grabbed the shotgun, and wounded the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper's wife, who lives on the 2nd floor, called the police. The house in which Mr. Sherman lived with his wife. After their divorce, the property went to his wife. He's not there. A certain R. Sherman has made his home here for over a month. Yep. You all were yelling at me for so long over that, weren't you?
1210 in progress.
The Black Handsome Barbershop called to report that a man in a hood and sunglasses asked for a haircut so that no one could recognize him. Hairdresser Emmett Brooks suspects that the man may be on the run from the law. He even agreed to dye his hair blonde. There's obviously something wrong. He's probably just wants a new look, but go ahead.
510 in progress.
Shooting in the ghetto. Carmelo Cowan has been fighting with his 42-year-old mother's 23-year-old boyfriend. A neighbor called the police and said that these people have been at it for a long time, shouting at each other in the street. Things suddenly went downhill fast. They started fighting and the son pulled out a gun and opened fire on the others. The woman was shot in the leg and her boyfriend got at least 3 shots in his stomach.
Officer on scene.
The women are having fun, drinking alcohol and throwing food around the store. When they see the police, one of them grabs a shotgun and opens fire. Work around the store and use the back door. Yes! Yeah, good job. Hell yes. Got so many cars out right now.
1210 completed.
The man just wanted to surprise his wife on their wedding anniversary.
712 in progress.
Well, alright. Kindergarten teacher Carolina Cunningham reports that Alavtina Vasilieva burst into the nursery, grabbed her son, and tried to run. The school knew that she lost custody in the divorce, so security stopped her as she tried to escape through the exit. Now the suspect has locked herself in a room and is demanding that the school release her son. Yeah, I don't think so.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hot Spot.
Alright, so let's, load up some detectives on these. Alright, look at this. An elderly disabled woman watched from the window as a mother struck her young son in the face and began to drown him in the inflatable pool. "Hurry!" cried the worried old woman. "Send someone to save that boy."
1210 in progress. We've got a situation
Children and
here.
caregivers are crowding outside the door. Everyone get away from the door immediately. Find another entrance. Look, it's Santa Claus out on the street. Everyone get away from the door immediately. Behind the door, the child is yelling and speaking in a murmur, "I want my daddy." In the background, there's the sound of someone trying to open the window. Send a very sweet, friendly child to negotiate. "This is the police. Open the door. Let's not make this any worse." Good job, everybody. Now, I do need someone back here in the next 19 seconds, so make that happen. Ah! 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, Jesus! A young waitress reports that a wanted fugitive just entered her restaurant. I don't remember what his name is or what he did, but the TV said he was very, very dangerous. I don't believe you. Good job, guys! Mr. Boyd, we were able to demolish the park next to the skyscraper, but now there's another problem. We've begun work at the site, and someone has been sneaking in at night and stealing construction materials. Either my guards are deaf, or they're in it with the thieves. Send over a few of your men and have them cover the perimeter and grab anyone suspicious. But don't take the thieves to the police station. I'll deal with the bastards my way. Alright.
A in progress.
I need some people here. Jack, we have something going down today at Lucifer in the Sky with Lizards nightclub at 2300. We wouldn't any policemen crashing the party. I think 3500 should be enough for such a request. Alright, so Lucifer in the Sky with Lizards. I'll remember that because I love that club name. A stoned voice shouted into the emergency line that some guy with a top hat was going to saw a woman in half of the park. The animal has no limits. He's gonna kill the poor girl. He was chanting to a crowd of crazies gathered around to watch. It's like some kind of sacrifice. Please send every cop you can. That, sir, is a magic show.
1210 complete.
The man was Manuel Torreblanca, a Latin American soap opera star. The waitress must have seen an advertisement for Mr. Torreblanca's show and mixed it up with the police bulletin about the wanted list.
311A in progress.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Boyd.
410A complete.
4 black men with shovels and metal detectors were walking along the beach and came upon something valuable. First they began to dig up their big find, but before they finished digging, they began to swear and argue over each other's shares. The man with the gray beard got tired of his friend and bashed the guy's head in with the metal detector. He fell over dead on the sand. The remaining 3 are still going at it. The eyewitness called the police and recommends that we hurry. It was only a scheduled performance by the famous magician Lorenzo Trentino.
In progress.
Pavel Holub said that he paid a girl to spend the night with him last night. In the morning, he said goodbye to her, but later when he went to the closet, he found that some jewelry worth $3,000 had disappeared. Mr. Holub is prepared to show the police where the girl can usually be found. Good job, guys. No other civilians were unharmed, aside from the guy that was already dead.
311B.
Massive fight, Lucifer in the Sky with Lizards. Fight broke out on the Butterflies on Crack punk rock concert. Alright, this is the one that Sand wanted us to ignore. So we're going to, because we want to stay in his good books. For now, at least. We want to stay in his good books while, hey, that's the doll she had. Alright, so she bends down to pick up her doll. And then this grandma, like, picks her up.
911.
I got some new frames. Alright, so he's hitting the back of the knees. Alright. There's 3 bullet holes in the chest and a lot of blood around the body. Alright. I didn't recognize him first, blah blah blah. Heart-rending screams, blah blah blah. Weird guy in a hood and cane. They've hooked. The hand was separated while he was still alive. The smooth edges of the wound would indicate that it was inflicted with one swift motion. The bruises on the hard object. Alright. Forced the victim to the ground first. Then cut off his hand, then shot him, then got in the car. Yep. Why is bowling grayed out? Good job. Oh, sweet. Sell it. Yep. Oh, wait, no. We needed that.
311 complete.
Thank you. Damn it! Of course, it's always gonna be a fucking... Alright, well, that is all the time I have for today, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I've been Rael, and I'll see you next time. Bye!